Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome, everybody. We're going to see what your person's true feelings are right now, today. This is a timeless message. So if you found this reading, it's meant to be heard. We're going to get real. We are going to get accurate evidence. We want to know what their intentions. We want to know where are we headed in this connection. And we also want to ask Spirit today, are there any blocks? Is there anything going on in this connection that we can push through, get beyond, overcome those kinds of things going on in this connection? So we have 3 choices today. I'm going to be using a lot of my independent decks. I buy a lot from private deck creators. I have a large deck creation if you follow my channel, both Oracle and Tarot card decks. I really support the smaller deck creators on Etsy, making cards, Kickstarters. So today I'm going to be using a lot of my private decks as much as I can. A lot of these decks have been purchased on Etsy. If you ever have any questions about any of the decks that are in my collection, please comment below. I'd be happy to try to help you find the evidence to purchase the deck or the information to purchase the deck. We have 3 choices today. Group A is the purple deck. Group B is a white and black deck, and Group C is a red deck. These are all romance decks, romance tarot decks, and I hope that you enjoy my private collection today. I'll see you in your reading, and I will put the timestamps in the description below. If you picked Group A, the purple deck, this reading is for you, and we are going to ask Spirit your person's true feelings today. What are their feelings right now in this moment? What are their intentions? Where is this connection headed? Any blocks, any guidance that Spirit has, anything that we can share with you to get you through a situation. Spirit, please share with me what is my person's, he or she's true feelings for me right now. I want to know. I have the Star, the 2 of Cups, King of Wands, 6 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Boy, nice cards right out of the gate. Beautiful cards right out of the gate. Let's get a couple more on this table. I have an 8 of Swords, Justice, Ace of Wands, and a 3 of Pentacles. And your overall energy is a 2 of Swords. Okay. So I love the energy. First of all, I have tons of love in this connection. I mean, I really have lots of, I just want to move these up just a hair if I can. Let's see. I just want to see all my cards. Okay, so I have lots of love in this connection. I have lots of love in this connection. Okay, 2 of Cups. You know, we've connected. We definitely have connected. You know, this is like kind of a dream come true, something that I've always wanted, you know, and I feel like we're really off to a good start. Like things are going our way. I'm wondering about, you know, do I have a future with this person? Will I have a commitment with this person? And that is the only thing that's holding me back. I have something that's holding me back from almost this sense of, I'm not 100% sure where this is headed. But the energy right now is, I really feel like I have made an incredible connection. You know, I feel like this person came into your life very quickly is how I just felt. Like, maybe I had some, mad passionate night with them, weekend with them. And, sometimes that makes you hesitate. Like, is this a real connection, or is this just chemistry? Is this a fling? Is this going to go somewhere? Is there going to be something more in this connection? So I feel like you're both thinking the same thing, like the connection's really good. It's almost this energy of, I want to be with you, Spirit just said. I will say that, because when I looked at the Two of Swords, I said, what's up with the Two of Swords? And Spirit said, I do want to be with you. I feel like this person has to make a choice, unfortunately. I feel like they have to decide whether they want to be all in and have a relationship, or whether they are, I just don't want my flowers to burn back there. I feel like they have to make a choice. It's almost like they're struggling within themselves. They're holding back. Their hands are tied. Their hands are tied. It's like, I feel like I have no doubt in my mind. I enjoy your time. I enjoy your company. I'm passionate about you. I want to be with you. But there's something going on in their life that their hands are tied, and they either can't give you the time that you deserve, or they're holding back emotionally, which I would say is the best case scenario. Because if they're just holding back emotionally and they're just afraid to quote unquote commit, then this connection can move forward very easily. Okay. Because I do feel like you make a good team. You can see that you work really well together. Maybe you could work together. You could support each other with your professions. Sometimes people inspire each other, that you have this synergistic relationship of things we really connect. We have the same interests, like maybe we start a little project together, or we both jump online and we look up things, or we are working on things for work and the other one jumps on and says, well, let me take a look. Let me help you with that. Because that synergy is really nice. And I feel like it's sparking some energy in this connection, because so many of us love our careers, we love our work, and we want to be with somebody that we have that kind of balancing act of, that's a big part of my life. And I want you to appreciate what I do. And I want you to be kind of into what I do. And I do feel like your person has passion for you and passion for what you're doing. Okay, so I do like that. The only thing that's kind of jumping out at me right now is this energy of something's holding them back. They have a decision to make. They've got to decide whether they want to be all in, and that is how it's coming into me. Let's see. Let's keep going, because the connection is good. The connection is really good. Spirit, please share with me. What do you have for me? I have a makeover. Feel beautiful, spice yourself up. So that feels like, I love when you get all dolled up, and I love, I love when you look good for me. I love when you get dressed up for me. I really appreciate that. Like, I feel like they're very attentive to, complimenting you or making you feel good about yourself. You inspire me. Okay, so there's the muse. There's the, we work well together. You inspire me. You push me. You motivate me. So they like that about you. Maybe you're very creative. Maybe they like listening to you. Maybe they see you as very intelligent, and they really want to bounce ideas off of you, Spirit just said. So that is really important to you. I have a reflection. Elevate, reflect on actions and thoughts. So a lot of reflection going on. Now, this person has a decision to make. So maybe there's something holding them back from their past that, they just keep going there. They just keep going back to this energy of, I've had good relationships before. I've had good starts before. but somehow they always ended, or somehow something happened. So maybe this person has a block. I have divine timing, fated, and destiny. So just a matter of time. Like, this person has come into your life at the right time. I love that. I do feel like they are, I do feel like they are, I don't want to say struggling, but they are having a hard time admitting that this is fate or destiny. Maybe you believe that. Maybe they just believe, I'm glad I met you. And you're thinking much bigger. You're thinking soulmates. You're thinking our souls are talking. I'm falling in love. And we need to get them to believe in this kind of, there is such a thing as fate. There is such a thing as destiny. And that we are, people do come together for a reason. So let's see what else I am. I'm in so much pain. This person has something to reflect on, okay? There's something going on behind the scenes with this person. Either they're trying to work on themselves, they've got some old wounds, some old issues. Love is the answer. I do love that. Love is the answer. Your love is supporting that pain. Your love is supporting that pain. Your love is there for them. I left because you told me to. So maybe some of you, not all of you, this is a connection of, I'm reflecting. Maybe we did a little walking away. Maybe we're in a temporary separation right now. Maybe we had a fight, and we had to, they walked away, and that this is a good connection, and that you guys are doing really well together. So I do feel like that's temporary. I have the number 10. You are my everything. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. You are my everything. So I do feel like they have, sometimes when we walk away from somebody, it turns into realizing that they really are a good connection. So for those of you that has happened, that could be the decision. That could be what they're reflecting on. I want to be with you. I don't want to be with you. I want to make sure that we are really going to have a future together. I have good fortune coming. Okay. Mind games. Okay, so are we playing mind games? Are we going back and forth? Are we doing things like, I'm going to walk away if this continues, or a threat of walking away? Is there mind games going on? Almost this sense of, I'm testing you. I want to make sure this is real. Yes, I almost said silent treatment, and I just pulled this card. Do they have a tendency when they get mad at you or you guys are fighting that they go silent instead of talking? Do they go silent? Do they, give you the silent treatment? And all of a sudden you're like, I have no idea what you're thinking. I have no idea, what I said that upset you. And this sense of like, you just shut me off. It's because Spirit says they just don't know how to handle things. They have a very difficult time with trust. They have, Spirit just said they have a tendency to even make things up in their mind. Sorry, but maybe they're just like so worried about you being with somebody else, or who you talk to, or somebody at work that you talk to, that they have a tendency to exaggerate things or make things up. And it's kind of scary in the sense, because you feel like I don't have control over that. It's like, you don't understand. You're not being fair to me. You're not being fair to me. So this tendency for silent treatment, I would say that that's a block. I would say that's something that you guys need to work on. Spirit, can I have some advice on these mind games and any silent treatment that's going on, or any pushing away when that energy comes into our lives? I have a Tower in reverse. So ultimately, I feel like it's going to go away when we start to have these kind of ongoing problems. I think there's going to be a day where we either walk away because we can't handle it anymore, and then we reconnect somehow. But it's this feeling of, I don't want to keep ending this. I don't want to keep having these kind of blowouts over the same conversation about, you don't trust me, or I'm not talking to anybody, I'm not doing anything wrong. And then somehow I get this silent treatment. Okay. I have a Queen of Wands. So they do still really want you passionately. They're into you. They want you passionately. There's no denying their feelings for you, Spirit just said. And I do feel a new opportunity. I do feel like a new beginning. It's almost like when we have these blowouts, we do push through and we do kind of elevate the relationship to the next level. And then we have this kind of like a little bit of a fresh start, clean slate. Let's start over, and the passion is back, and the passion is good again. And an Eight of Wands again. So consistently, this the Eight of Wands, or an eight, Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands is what I meant. That 8 number coming in with that sense of holding back, okay? Holding back, feeling trapped, not being able to release my feelings for some reason, and holding back just a little bit. So let's see what else they have for us. Spirit, please share with me any messages. What do you have for me? The thoughts of being single. Okay, the thoughts of being single. Again, do I want to be in a relationship? Do I want to commit to a relationship? I'm still playing games. Maybe you feel like, no, you could be playing games, they could be playing games. And the threat is we're going to both end up single again. And this is a good connection. We are passionate about each other. We do love each other. But there is this threat always of somebody walking away, and that's kind of not fair. So there's the conflict. We've got to keep pushing through this conflict. We've got to keep pushing through. We are dream lovers. Okay, so our physical connection is great. We have to push through these conflicts because it's hurting us. Spirit just said it's hurting us, and sometimes it scares us. Spirit, please share with me some guidance and advice. Please share with me some guidance. I never imagined so much perfection. So there are times when I do feel really content with you. 9 of Cups, right? I'm obsessed with your body. There's my Devil. And I get jealous. So maybe that's their biggest conflict. The conflict is their jealousy. Maybe it's really a problem in this connection, and it's something that we really need to work on. And the love is going to help, just loving, just listen to your heart. We can overcome this because it's a really good connection. You already know what the answer is and where this is headed. If this person is having a difficult time with jealousy, just let them know that you only want to be with them. Of course you're doing that already, but let them know over and over again that they're the most important thing in your life, and you would never jeopardize this, because maybe somebody hurt them in the past. Maybe somebody cheated on them that they really cared about, and they never thought that was going to happen. That could be vice versa, but it's a sense of security. It's a sense of knowing that if I give my heart to you, I know you're not going to hurt me. And that's really what's going on in this connection. They want to be all in, but they're struggling with, just their own fears and insecurity. I'm feeling nervous. I find you very sexy. That I do believe. I'm opening up in layers. Okay, so as we go through these kind of mind games and this kind of silent treatment and then talking it through. Every time we get to another level, I did feel that already, that we're going through these levels and we're learning how to navigate each other. We're learning, what are our triggers and what upsets us and what makes this connection better. Spirit, please share with me any of his true feelings. This is a beautiful energy. This is a beautiful energy. Please share with me any of his feelings for me, any of his feelings for me. Being too clingy. Maybe that's something that they struggle with. Maybe they don't. That's the mind games, the pushing you away. Maybe they don't want you to cling to them. We're going to work it out. We're going to work it out. I am happy with you. I needed to hear that. Sometimes even if we're going through ups and downs and back and forth and sideways, at the end of the day, we want to know that the person that we're spending all this time with, they're happy with us, right? And that's the most important. And I do feel like they're happy with you. We're just getting through some of these conflicts. And I want to learn how to show more affection is how that just came in. So I do want to learn how to show more affection. So I do feel like your person's all in. We've got a couple of things that are blocking this from a perfect connection, but they are happy with you and they want to try to show more affection. So I'm going to say, just keep doing what you're doing. Your person wants to be with you. Nothing's jumping out at me, any red flags, like this is ending in any way, shape, or form. These are all like normal things that couples go through. And I feel like you're just trying to find each other. I think you're just trying to navigate through some of these things so that you can have a more loving connection and be more secure emotionally, and both of you be happy. So we're going to ask Spirit to continue to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you picked Group B, this black and white tarot deck, this reading's for you. We're going to see what his true feelings are right now, what his intentions are, where we are headed, and any blocks and conflicts. So we are going to be doing good, bad, and ugly. Anything that's in this connection, not everything is sugar-coated. Not everything is wonderful all the time. So we're asking Spirit for honesty. We're asking for true feelings. What is going on in this connection? Please share with me, Spirit. What do you have for us, for his or her feelings today? Where are we headed? What do we got? I got a 2 of Swords. I've got a 4 of Swords. I've got a Fool. I've got a 6 of Wands. I have a King of Swords. 6, King of Swords, 10 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and I have a Death card. And my overall energy for this connection is the Sun. Okay, I feel like we're starting over. I feel pretty crystal clear that this is we're starting over. So whether you're in separation or you are at a lull in your relationship and you need a jump start, I feel like we have to make some serious changes with that Death card. We could have a Scorpio energy in this connection. It's stalemate is jumping out at me. Okay. So it's almost this sense of we've been stuck and things haven't been working the way that we either one of us want. There's been this tremendous weight on our shoulders. I saw a future with you. I still see a future with you. I still think we can be successful. But I want to talk, your person wants to talk. And it's almost this sense of, we have some things that we've got to get through in order for us to start over. And we've got to make some kind of change. Now, whether it's a significant change, they're saying both have some things that they can, it's not like one person needs to change, but they're saying both of you contribute to these changes. And I do feel like you're both committed to starting over, whether it's we're reconciling, or like I said, it doesn't even mean to be like you had broken up. It could be just we're not where we need to be, and we have to kind of regroup, refocus on this connection and talk about this connection. All right. We have to be kind of crystal clear about what it is that we both want. And do we have a future together? Because I do the 6 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, 4 Wands. And it is the sense of I want to move forward, and I do want to build a family with you, or start a marriage someday, like those are ultimate goals. But right now the weight is on our shoulders, and I've taken a break because I'm deciding what all my options are. Do I want to be in? Do I want to be out? Do I want to move forward in this connection? Spirit, please share with me some guidance, because I definitely feel a starting over. I feel a recommitment. I'm going to say it that way, because I don't know whether it's a reconciliation. It could be a reconciliation for some of you, but it's definitely a recommitment to this connection. It's like we're going to recommit to each other, and we're going to talk about what needs to happen, because I really don't want it to end, but I need it to change. Spirit, please share with me. I have some incoming abundance, some reliability, some structure, and a foundation. Maybe we need to put down some rules. Some people call them boundaries. They're like the unwritten rules in a relationship. Like, when you say this, it hurts my feelings. Or when you do this with your friends, like that upsets me. There are like unwritten rules that happen over a period of time. And over a period of time, what happens is it creates this foundation. It creates a sense of reliability. You told me that you were going to call me an hour, and you did. When you don't call me in an hour, I worry about you. I think you don't care about me. I think you forgot about me. So there's a sense of reliability that happens, and we have to have that. We have to have that. We have to trust that when somebody says they're going to do something for us, that they do. And it just is part of the everyday relationship building. Not listening, inconsiderate, always thinks they are right. So sometimes, you may feel that they may feel like you're not listening. Maybe they say the same things over and over to you, and you feel like they're not listening. They're not listening to you. You're not listening to them. There's a feeling of you're always right. I'm always wrong. There could be some resentments going on there. So those, you kind of have to put yourself in somebody else's shoes sometimes and say, is this being hurtful to them? I have success and victory. Like I do have my 6 of Wands, which is I'm proud to be with you. I'm happy to be with you. I want to have a successful relationship with you. I want this to work out is how it's coming in. I want this to work out. I have a robotic heart. I have empty feelings and a boring routine. There's my jump start. Okay. There's my, we need to reconnect. Are we doing the same things over and over again? Are we saying the same things over and over again? And to the point where somebody just tunes you out and doesn't even listen anymore. And, how do we jumpstart this connection? How do we make this connection, what it was in the beginning? And talk about, some of these things, or repair some of these things. Spirit, please share with me. We want to reconnect is how I feel. You already know what you need to do, Spirit's saying. You already have some of the answers inside of you as to what is going to make me happy. You know, like your person saying, you already know what it's going to take or what I'm looking for. Okay. So are you fulfilling what they are asking you to do, or are you tuning them out? So there's an inner knowing here going on also. So listen to that. Listen to your voice. Listen to your heart. Okay. Listen to your heart. Your heart is saying, I want to stay together. Our heart is saying we have to jumpstart this connection. Okay. So our heart is in this. You are wrong. All right. So there's some resentments. There's some resentments with this not listening and this routine and this empty feeling. You know, like, does your person feel like they're being taken for granted, or do they feel like it's all about you? You know, is there a resentment? I guess I'm going to ask that. All right. I am terrified. So there's something that's upsetting them. And I think that is the thought of losing you. All right. I think the thought of losing you is very difficult, but at the same time, they have to stand up for what they believe or what is upsetting them, or things that, you know, they're saying it's not all one-sided. It's not all one-sided. So for some of you, there could be a specific situation going on in your connection that you feel like, my way, you know, somebody's right, somebody's wrong, and it's causing the conflict. It's causing the energy of we need to talk about this, right? I have a tie the knot. So their intention is they would love to have a future with you someday. You know, they do. I feel like I'm committed with tie the knot, right? I push you away with the retreat. You know, I push you away, almost the sense of when you're not listening or when we're not on the same page. I have a tendency to push you away. Now, some people do better with taking a little time away and just kind of cooling off and calming down. And, you know, or they'll say to you, you know what, I'll talk to you when I'm not mad, you know, and which is probably a good thing, because at least they know about themselves that they don't want to speak words that when they're angry or resentful. So at least they know that about themselves, because they can't take back their words once they said. A book of love, like there's no, you're writing your own book as you go, right? You're writing your own story. There's no, you know, there's no rules and regulations on the perfect. If that was the case, everybody would buy that book. It would be a bestseller, right? So, you know, there's no books out there on your journey with this person. So you guys have to figure it out, and you have to write it as you go, and you have to edit it. Spirit just said, right? When you're writing, you have to edit it and make corrections as you go. And you guys are in charge of it. Now I had this empty feelings, and I had robotic, and I had, you know, like a boring routine, and Spirit saying seduction. You know, when was the last time you seduced your person? You know, maybe they want to feel like you're still attracted to them, or you still really want them. Like if you did things that were very seductive in the beginning, how come you don't do any of those things anymore? Or, you know, when was the last time we had a romantic kind of rendezvous together, or a romantic evening that we planned? So maybe Spirit's saying step out of the box, and maybe that's what your person's thinking about. You know, maybe your person's thinking like, you know, I missed that part of this connection. I want more of that in this connection. So in order to have more of that in your connection, you have to have no conflicts, and you have to both be on the same page, and you have to recommit to each other, right? You have to recommit to each other. A 7 of Wands. Okay, so I'm standing up for us. Okay, this person's willing to fight for you. This person is willing to fight for you. Okay, they're standing up for you. They are defending you. They are in it for the long run, Spirit just said. So this connection, I do not have fear of it ending. I want it to get better is what I want. I want it to get better. They want it to get better. Excuse me. They have a 3 of Wands, progress, growth, looking ahead. You know, my 3 of Wands is we can make the changes. We can do the work to create this future. We can write our own story. We can write our own book. And this person is your person is looking ahead. They're looking ahead. Okay. Even if we're fighting, even if we're disconnected right now, even if we've gone through like some kind of storm, they didn't stop loving you because of that. They are terrified of losing you, in fact. And they're in it for the long run. But it's also this, what do we need to do to make this better? I have a 7 of Swords. So, is there any deception in this connection? Was there any deception? Okay. Was there any, and did you keep something from somebody? Did they keep something? You know, is there a lie underneath all of this that needs to come to the surface, so that we can get over that? You know, is there forgiveness at stake? Is there, resentments that we need to let go of? I have a Tower in reverse. I'm terrified of losing you. I don't want to lose you. So your person does not want to lose you over anything that's going on in this connection. Okay. They need to jumpstart. They need to jumpstart this connection. You know, they just keep going back to, I remember when, you know, like that is where their mind is going. Figures. That is where their mind is going right now. And it's the sense of, I remember when we were totally into each other. And I want that back. I want that back. Okay. They're avoiding an uncomfortable issue is how that came into me. You know, if it's connected to the 7 of Swords, you know, if there was something that was is hidden in this connection, or if there's feelings of even just thoughts of things happening, they're avoiding the conversation. There's a part of them that says, you know, I just rather not know, but that ultimately comes out and it turns into kind of this reeling thing in somebody's mind of, you know, we need to talk about it. I have a strategy. Okay. We need to talk. We can't avoid the situation any longer. We can't avoid that we're not as connected as we should. We can't avoid that we're not as intimate as we could be. And we have to come up with some kind of plan of action. Like, I want to spend more time with you alone, or we have to say no to certain things in our life so that we can be together first. You know, like we have to come up with a plan of action. I have a nightlife, you know, like when was the last time we had fun? Okay, there's a lot of kind of stale energy, and everything about your person is saying, can we punch this up? Can we have fun again? Can we have the romance again? I want to fight for this, but I also want these other things in my connection. Okay, I have an apology coming. So I have apologies coming on both sides that came into me. I don't want to be cold anymore. I don't want to give you the cold shoulder. I don't want to feel like we're not as intimate as we used to be, or we're not as into each other as we used to be. I want you to feel like we are, we're there for each other, Spirit just said. Spirit, please share with me. Whoa, get jumping cards back here. I have an 8 of Pentacles. I'm working hard. Okay. I'm willing to work hard at this. I like that. And I have a 6 of Pentacles. I want more give and take in this connection. Okay. I'll give you the shirt off my back. I don't want to worry anymore about what is going on behind the scenes, you know, or I don't want to be thinking about other things other than us. I want to take the worry about where we stand off our plate. And I feel like they are they want it to work out. There's the Seven of Pentacles. I have a lot of time and energy invested in you, and I'm willing to continue to do the work. I want to see this grow. It's my Seven of Pentacles, right? I want to see this grow. I want to see where we're headed. So part of me is saying, your person doesn't want to give up. I dream about you a lot, maybe too much. That's not a bad thing. Okay, I dream about you. So they haven't stopped thinking about you. I just wish things were different. Look at the sevens. A lot of sevens across the boards today, right? So I just wish things were different. I just wish, we could go back to the way we were, and you can't. I just wanted some space. There's that kind of avoidance and isolation, and just kind of, if I just avoid this conversation, then it all goes away. But that is not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is you guys are going to come and work together and take some actions as to what makes you happy, what we can both do in this connection to improve the connection, make things better. And just come back to, you are so beautiful. Why do you need me? Okay, so there's some insecurities on their part. They are feeling, like, do you still need me? Do you still want me? There's definitely this feeling of, do you still want me? So, I don't know, maybe we have to go out of our way to show our person that we really do want to still be with them, that we still want to be with them, Spirit. I am happy with you. So your person's happy with you. And I don't feel like it's ending. I feel like we just need a jump start. We need a jump start. And that happens in a lot of relationships. I have delays. Maybe we've been delaying making decisions about something. Maybe we've been delaying moving in together, or taking it to the next level, or talking about a commitment, because some of these issues are unresolved right now. Maybe some of those delays will move forward again once we start to feel closer and we feel more intimate again, is how it just came into me. I do find you sexy. So they still want you. They still want you. We need to spark. We need a spark. We need to improve our communication. We need to improve our communication. Absolutely. Spirit, please share with me their thoughts, their feelings, any intentions that you have for us. I want to work it out. I want to work it out. I do want to work it out. Thank you, Spirit. I'm prideful. My pride hurts. I feel like your person is asking for more attention. Their ego is somehow bruised. Their ego is kind of saying, remember when we first started, you were totally into me, or you used to seduce me, or used to be all over me, like, I feel like their ego is begging you for attention. So maybe this person just is feeling like, I want to feel like I'm not taken for granted, and I want to feel like, I'm important to you as much as you're important to me. I'm dreaming of you. So they still want this connection. I think that this is definitely this is going to be a good connection. Let's let go of the past. All right. This is a recommitment. That's how I wanted to put this. This is a recommitment. Okay. A fresh start, a recommitment to put more energy into each other. Okay. And I feel like you guys are going to be really happy. I feel like you guys have the potential to be really happy together. So let's give this a fresh start. Let's just give this a fresh start. And let's throw some sparks back into this connection and communicate and talk about our feelings, and find each other very sexy and enjoy each other. So I'm going to put this out to the universe, and I'm going to ask Spirit to continue to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you picked Group C, this reading is for you. We want to know his or her true feelings for you today. What are their intentions? Where are we headed? Any blocks? Any advice that Spirit has for us in this connection to move it forward? What are their intentions? Where are we headed? But we want to know what they're feeling right now. Spirit, we want to know. Let's see. His true feelings for you. We've got some cards. I've got a Hanged Man. I've got Strength. I've got Justice. I've got a Knight of Cups. Four Pentacles. Page of Swords. The Hierophant. And a Knight of Swords. And the overall connection is an Ace of Wands. Okay. This connection is moving in the direction of them even thinking about a future with you. Even a marriage, okay? Either we have the same belief systems, maybe we believe in, a formal wedding, the full deal. Like, I think that I could have a future with you. I'm very much in love with you. And I want to tell you and share with you that I'm in love with you. I do have I'm very passionate about you. Okay. I have no doubt in my mind that everything about this is passionate. Okay. I do go back and forth with this sense of I'm waiting. Okay. I'm either waiting for this connection to be 100% sure. I'm waiting for financial things to become better. I have a plan in my mind, a timeline in my mind of when I feel like we could be in a committed relationship. Part of me feels like I'm holding back. I'm even guarding that information. Maybe I'm not sharing with you that, I could see a future with you, but I've got to take care of some other things first. So there's a part of me that feels like you would love for them to say, I see a future with you, but they're not going to commit to it because they don't want to be like held hostage to that. Like you said, we were going to spend the rest of our lives together. And right now they just want to stay in this energy of I like the romance. I'm into you. I want to stay in this. It's like, let's just stay where we're at right now because it's good. Okay. And you may be thinking, well, it's good, but I want to know if it's going to get better. I want to know if it's going to be a future. And they have like some kind of, but I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. I'm either not ready for it financially, or I want to accomplish other things in my life before I commit to something more. But they're kind of afraid, even with this page. My page is like new, but it could be like I'm afraid to share my feelings that I'm moving in that direction. It could be that I'm just not there yet. So moving on to the next. So they can tell that that is something that you want. All right. They know that you want to move forward. All right. They know that you want to pack your bags and get in the car and buy a house or move. Or this even looks like, after you get married and they do the car, like, just married. So this sense of, they know that you want to move on, that we want to get to the next level, and they're holding back. Doesn't mean that they're not lovey-dovey for you. Doesn't mean that they're not in love with you. They are in love with you. Okay. They show you they're affectionate. They are in love with you, but I feel like the timeline is off. I have a red string of faith, a spiritual bond that can't be broken. All right. So they do believe, the Hierophant, they believe in marriage. They believe in a commitment. So it has nothing to do with somebody saying to you, I'll never get married. Okay. So they do. Their family believes in marriages. Maybe they have a lot of long-term marriages in their family. So they have no objection to the commitment and the sacrament of marriage, but they're holding back. And I want to see what's going on with that. I have cycles, repeat patterns, learning to break free. Now, this is coming into me as tears. I mean, it's just like water, but it did come into me as tears. Maybe they've been here before. Maybe they thought they were with somebody before that they really thought they wanted to be with, and it ended for whatever reason. It ended, and they're like, yeah, but I've been here before. They're giving it this kind of invisible time in their head, because maybe they've been in this place before. It's people who says, well, if we still feel the same way in 2 years from now, we'll start to talk about a future together. If we still feel the same way in 3 years, a year from now, then we'll start to talk about the next level. It's like they put some kind of random timeline on a connection. And it's difficult because you always feel like you don't know where you stand, and you feel like you'd like to know where we're headed next, is how I feel. I'm too afraid to talk about it. I'm too afraid to talk about why I feel this way. What's holding me back from this next level of commitment? I'm just too afraid to talk about it. It's like, if I tell you what I'm feeling, like I have this timeline in my head, like it's going to push you away, or it's going to scare you away and say, well, I'm not going to wait for you for 4 years for you to decide whether you want to be married to me someday. So it's a real thing. It's a real thing. You do matter to this person. You matter tremendously to this person. I want you to choose. Okay, maybe they're putting some pressure on you for, maybe this is in reverse. They want a commitment. Maybe you're saying, I'm not ready. So for some of you, it could be actually in reverse. I just want some space. Like, I want some time to decide what it is that I want. They don't want to be pushed. They do not want to be pushed. I have a pushing feeling going on. And they won't handle ultimatum, Spirit just said, or pushing. Don't push me too far, just came in. I have a union. Don't push the ring. Okay. The ring is going to happen if this connection continues the way it's going. Okay. It's like they know that's what you want. Okay. They know that's what you want. You don't have to say it. They know that. Okay. And they want it to be their decision. They don't want to be pushed. They are the one. They are the one. So you are with the person you should be. Okay. And they feel like you're the one. Okay. They feel like you're the one. Spirit, please share with me. I have Savage with this prickly cactus. Like, that came into me as your words can hurt. That be careful what we say. Like, don't put too much pressure on this person, because they really take what you say to heart. And you could just say, not that you have to be able to say what you feel, but don't say anything that would be hurtful or that they hold on to. But it did come into me as words hurt. So they have a tendency to maybe just really hold on to things for a long time. It's one of those people that, well, you said, and it's like, well, I said that like 10 years ago and you're still mad at me for that, so they have a tendency to take everything to heart. Okay. Walk a mile in my shoes. Something's going on behind the scenes. Either they're trying to work on another area of their life. They could be trying to fix some financial situations, or they have a lot on their plate, or they've been through this before. They have other experiences that you don't. And it's this feeling of put yourself in my place. Put yourself in my place for just a moment. And, think about how I feel, or think about how it makes me feel, is how it's coming into me. I have a 5 of Wands, competition, jealousy, and a challenge. Rolling the dice. Maybe they feel like getting married for anybody, and it's not even just you, is a crapshoot. And they want to be 100% sure that if that is moving into that direction, that it's forever. There's no doubt in their mind. So they just are trying to get to that place of it's 100%. And they have no doubts. They have to make the decision, Spirit just said. There are 2 of Pentacles. They're going back and forth with this kind of big life decision. I don't think they're anywhere near changing this relationship. They're very passionate about you, okay? But it's kind of like a life-changing decision that is on the table. So for some of you, you really are at a fork in the road. Like, are we going to commit to each other and move on? Because I've waited a long time. I have a 6 of Wands, so I do have success, bullseye, like a bullseye. And I do have success, and they're happy to be with you. And a Queen of Pentacles. And I know you're very committed to me. And I know that we could create a great life together. And you make me really happy, and you make me feel secure. So they feel really secure. They know you're not going anywhere. They know that you are very much in love with them, and you want to, take this to the next level and be with them for the rest of your life. And the weight is on their shoulders to make this decision. And Spirit just said they just need more time. They need more time. But there's going to be a day, okay? They are waiting for you, okay? So maybe you're waiting for them. They're waiting for you. There's waiting going on for sure. Reach out. I have the number 1, okay? That came into me as more like, the union is the number 1 also. The 1, I've got this like 111 thing happening here. We are one. We're one and the same. We want to become one, So there's definitely this sense of we're trying to get there. Gossip only hurts more. And there's those mark your words, watch your words, okay? Don't say to your family and friends anything sarcastically about, I'm waiting. Don't allow your family to give him a hard time about when are you going to ask her or him to, for something more formal. Like, tell your family to stop it if they say things like that. This person doesn't want all this pressure put on them, okay? It will turn them off. I do want to start a family with you. Well, that is a commitment in and of itself. If this person wants to start a family with you, that is somebody saying to me, I definitely see a future with you. And I would love a future with you. Spirit, please share with me. What do we have? What do we have in this connection? I just want to go into some other cards. Spirit, what do we have in this connection? I have a game, rest, relaxation, the good life, immaturity, competition. All right, so I had a little sense of jealousy, right? And but I have the good life, and part of me feels like I just want to stay in the energy that we're in right now, and I don't want it to change. Okay. If you're happy and you guys are kind of doing your own thing and the relationship's actually going really well. It's like they don't want to change the winning game. But one of us wants more. I have an hourglass, seeing from a different perspective, wasting precious and unmeasurable time. And that's all we have is time. So this sense of waiting that they keep you in, okay? All we have is time, especially for those of you that want to be married and are on a timeline to start a family, okay? So for those of you young women that are in an age bracket of, I don't want to have my kids when I'm 40 years old. I want to have my kids in my late 20s or my early 30s. Like you are saying to your person who you're in a committed relationship with that, there are other things at stake here. Okay. It's not just that I want you to marry me. It's that, everything takes time, right? We would like to start a family, and I'm on a timeline for that. So some of you, time may be an important issue in this connection, and that's something that you really need to talk about if that's how you're feeling. You cannot say, I'm going to wait 10 years for you. The number 10 just jumped out, depending on your age. When you want to have your first child, 10 years for you could be totally unrealistic in the years that you would like to have a child, and raise children. So you have to be very realistic with your timeline also. You can't wait for somebody to, you can't expect somebody who you love and they say they love you to say, I'm not ready and I'm not going to be ready for years when there's something else on the table. So that might not apply to everybody, but for some of you, time is of the essence and time is part of the equation. So beware of that in relationships. I have an impact, a memorable impression and influence, something that impacts you in this connection. I don't know, that's coming into me as a strong impression from their past, that sense of I've been here before. So they're holding on to something that impacted their past. They're not there anymore. Okay. For somebody, it may be, well, I was married before. I don't want to be married again. I'm not sure, something that impacted them. They were in a relationship. It was strong, it was secure, and it ended. But they're taking that into this connection. They're bringing that into this connection, and they shouldn't. Love potion, love attraction, sexual arousement. What brought you two together? Maybe when you first started, it was like, I feel like you put me under your spell. I feel like I have been, intoxicated by you, so maybe in the beginning, it was this sense of falling in love and this magic love potion. So maybe that's what they reflect on. Maybe that's what they feel. Let's see. They want to be playful and have fun with you. So if we're doing a lot of deep conversations about our future and family and plans and this, it's almost a sense of like you're pushing me away. I just want to have fun, like I want to stay in this energy. So it's a catch-22. They want to have fun and they want to, not change anything. And at the same time, this connection, we need to know where we're headed. You always want to know where, are we moving in that direction? I want to know. Everybody wants a sense of security in a relationship. And it doesn't have to be a formal marriage. It has to be, I just know that we're going to stay together, or that we're exclusive, or you want to live with me, or you don't want to be with anybody else. It's like we all want that. They love you wholeheartedly. Okay, so they love you wholeheartedly. I love that. We are still growing, but it's steady progress. Okay. So they do see the growth in this connection. They do feel like we're moving forward, and they still find you irresistible, and there's still an intense attraction to you. So that I like. So I guess we're just not going to put pressure on them for now as of today. This is just a kind of like a in the moment reading. Let's see what their feelings are. What are their true feelings right now? What are their intentions? We're not going to put some pressure on this right now, but we're going to keep in mind what's best for us, right? Spirit, please share with me. They're a chaser. They're still chasing you. They still feel like they want to chase you. Okay, I'll take that. They still feel like they want to chase you. Let's see. They feel like they have selfish intentions. Maybe they know that they're not giving you what you want. You know, maybe they know that they're holding back and they feel bad about that. And like I said, they know full well what it is that you want. They do want to make it official at some point. So this is on its way. Their intention is that they do want to make it official. I needed to hear that, Spirit. Spirit, please share with me. This is a discovery period. This is when they're trying to they need that 100%. I know that if we make it official, that we will be together forever. I don't know what the confirmation they need. You know, like I said, it could be this invisible timeline that's in their head, that if we meet this milestone, this mile marker, then, you know, we'll celebrate, and I'll ask, you know, then we'll make it official. You know, sometimes it's some arbitrary thing in their head, and will never know. They are very happy with you. They are very happy with you. Okay. They're vulnerable. Okay. They feel a sense of vulnerability. You know, they don't want this to end. They want it to grow, but they may be risking losing you if they aren't willing to take it to the next level. You know, there are thoughts of marriage. They do. So they're thinking about it. You're thinking about it. I'm going to say it's going to happen. Just let it happen. They're very prideful. So they want to be the ones that make the decision. They want to be the one that makes the decision. I know it's two people, but they don't want to be pushed into anything, is what Spirit had said. So we're just going to kind of enjoy this person for the moment. Okay. Put some of these thoughts about like what's going to happen next. You know, where are we going to be in 5 years, 10 years? Kind of put those things on hold just for the time being. I know they're important, but put them on hold just for the time being. And just keep showing this person that you really do care about them, and that you do love being with them, and that you do have an amazing connection, and that you do already feel like they are your future. Okay. And just act as if that you assume that you're going to be together forever, even though the words haven't been spoken or we haven't officially announced anything, something like that. So just act as if this is the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And then I do feel like your dreams are going to come true. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com.